Well, I forgot to record a video for today, so I'm kind of doing this last second, but I figured why not do a movie that featured Bill Skarsgård since the It sequel TV show is coming out in a few weeks, and Locked came out 3 or 4 months ago. I can't really remember. I was a little bit excited for this movie. It has the director of Brightburn in it, Bill Skarsgård, or not the director of Brightburn in it, but he's directing it. Bill Skarsgård, Anthony Hopkins. I don't think Brightburn's necessarily amazing, but I thought David Yarovesky was a fine director, and unfortunately, it just doesn't work in this movie. I like one set locations in movies. I just don't think I like cars as that gimmick. I think it's too small, and while that could feel claustrophobic, this movie doesn't really give you that feeling, which sucks. I mean, it's a giant SUV. I think it has 3 rows in it. I just never feel claustrophobic at all in this movie. There's also never really a threat in this movie. Bill Skarsgård has a daughter, and she's threatened to be run over at some point. I never really thought it was going to happen. I really thought this movie used or lacked a bit of anything. Nothing really happens in this movie except for the last 5 minutes, and even the last 5 minutes are just really dumb. I thought Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins were going to be able to carry this movie, especially since they've given the horror slash thriller genre some of the best performances of all time in the past 30, 40 years. I can't recall, but I mean, maybe Anthony Hopkins is just too old. He really doesn't have a acting role in this movie. He just has a bunch of lines he says over a radio, and that's it. So that's unfortunate. He's also very fucking annoying, which sucks because I love Anthony Hopkins and I think he's actually kind of funny in this movie, but I think he talks way too much, and just not pleasant. Bill Skarsgård gives a performance that just feels like Pete Davidson, which sucks because I think Bill Skarsgård is one of the better actors of this generation. I don't even know how old he is, but uh, it's just nothing. It's so lame and boring. I mean, he sounds, looks, and feels like Pete Davidson. I don't know why they didn't just cast Pete Davidson. It probably would have been cheaper too. He would have gave you the same exact performance, which is such a shame because I love Bill Skarsgård. This movie's just very mediocre. Nothing happens in it. The ending is really just okay. I really don't like it, but I'm not sure. I feel like it just had so much missed potential. It's you just don't use the claustrophobia enough. You have two amazing actors in your hands, and you just don't do anything with them. Not sure. I remember seeing the trailer for this movie and not being necessarily excited, but I had some hope. This movie just didn't fill that hope, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm giving Locked 5 out of 10. It feels very much like Trap. Like there's just so much potential in this movie, and it just never seemed to flush that out. It just didn't. Nothing really happened. It's so unfortunate. It just feels like a basic thriller that released in 2025, and no one's talking about it despite having Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins, which is such a shame. I know this is one of my shorter reviews. I wasn't sure. I wasn't really expecting to do a review today. This is kind of last second, but Locked is very just mid. If you haven't seen it, I don't recommend really watching it. You're not missing out. There's so many better thrillers this year. Even a movie like Drop, which I wasn't excited for at all. Twice as good as this movie. Not saying it's a 10 out of 10, but uh, this is just such a disappointment. What a shame. Hopefully we get something better from the director. I have some high hopes for him. This movie isn't necessarily directed poorly. It just didn't reach its potential. Anthony Hopkins is fine. Bill Skarsgård is just whatever in this movie. What a shame. That's locked. It's 2025. I am gonna do the It movies at the end of this month before the It TV show comes out. Maybe my rewatching those will be really damn good, and hopefully my reviews will be better for those movies.